Greetings! Mantaray79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is G standard formats. Kageros, Dragonic Overlord to Destiny with, Hellish Burn Dragon. Alrighty, let's get started. And now for the Grade 0 lineup. For the Grade 0s in this deck, we are playing 1. Grade 0, Lizard Soldier Conroe. The Grade 0, Lizard Soldier Conroe. Starting unit. Skills, first skill, auto. Forerunner. When another Kagero unit rides this unit, you may call this card to the rearguard circle. Second skill, action as a rearguard. Cost, counter +1 and retire this unit. If the cost and paid, search your deck for up to 1 Grade 1 or less Kagero, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 0 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1s in this deck, we are playing 4. Grade 1, Lizard General Conroe. 4. Grade 1, Lizard Soldier Bellig. 2. Grade 1, Hellish Burn Dragon. And 4. Grade 1, Protect Orc Dragon. The Grade 1, Lizard General Conroe. Skills, first skill, auto. Cost, choose a Grade 3 card from hand and reveal it. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle from hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 Grade 3 card with Overlord in its card name. Reveal it to your opponent, put it in your hand, and shuffle deck. Choose a card from hand and discard it. Second skill, action as a rearguard. Cost, retire this unit. If the cost and paid, choose up to 1 of your vanguards with Overlord in its card name. Until end of turn, this unit gets auto as a vanguard. When this unit attacks, countercharge 2. The Grade 1, Lizard Soldier Bellig. Skill, auto. Generation break 1. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, choose 1 of your vanguards. Until end of battle, it gets auto as a vanguard. At the end of battle, this unit was attacked. If the attack did not hit during that battle, choose 1 of your opponent's rear guards at rest and retire it. The Grade 1, Hellish Burn Dragon. Skills, first skill, continuous from the hand. You may discard this card as a heal for the cost of calling a G Guardian. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put on Guardian Circle from hand, cost, remove a heal trigger from hand or drop. If the cost and paid, this unit gets 10,000 shield until the end of battle for each of your opponent's open rearguard circles. If your opponent has 1 or less rearguards, cost, counter +1. If the cost and paid, choose 1 of your vanguards, and it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. The Grade 1, Protect Orc Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, auto. Choose a card from hand, discard it. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle from hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 1 of your vanguards that is being attacked. And that unit cannot be hit until end of battle. Then, if there is a card named Protect Orc Dragon in your drop zone, choose a card from damage zone and turn it face up. And at that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck, we are playing 4. Grade 2, Glow Heater Dragon. 4. Grade 2, Burning Horn Evolute. And 3. Grade 2, Perdition Dragon Dragonic Neoflame. The Grade 2, Glow Heater Dragon. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle or rearguard circle, choose up to 1 card from your hand. Reveal it. If neither that card or your vanguard is a card with Overlord's card name, this unit gets minus 5,000 power until end of turn. Second skill, continuous as a rearguard. If you have a Grade 4 vanguard with Overlord's original card name, this unit gets plus 2,000 power for each card in your opponent's damage zone. The Grade 2, Burning Horn Evolute. Skills, first skill, auto. Cost, Soul Blast 1 and choose a card with Overlord as card name from your hand and reveal it. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose an opponent's rear guard in the same column and retire it. Second skill, continuous as a rear guard. If you have a Grade 4 Vanguard of Overlord in its card name, this unit gets plus 2000 power for each card in your opponent's damage zone. The Grade 2, Perdition Dragon, Dragonic Neoflame. Skill, auto. When this unit is placed on rear guard circle until end of turn, this unit gets skill, auto as a rear guard. Cost, counterblast 1. When your opponent's rear guard in the same column as this unit is put into drop zone, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards in the same column as this unit and retire it. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 3 lineup. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck, we are playing 4. Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord the Destiny. And 4. Grade 3, Perdition Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Overlord the Great. The Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord the Destiny. Skills, first skill, auto as a Vanguard. Cost, Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard circle from hand, or at the beginning of your ride phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose any circle other than Vanguard circle, put all of the cards on that circle into drop zone. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. Cost, counterblast 1. When your G unit stride, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it. Look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card of Overlord as card name from among them, put into your hand and shuffle your deck. The Grade 3, Perdition Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Overlord the Great. Skills, first skill, action as the Vanguard. Legion, Perdition Dragon, Dragonic Neoflame. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this unit may return 4 cards from the drop zone into your deck once, search your deck for the specified card and Legion. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. Cost, counterblast 1 and choose 2 cards from hand and discard them. At the end of the battle, that this unit attacked a rear guard, if this unit is in Legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand all of your Vanguards. This ability cannot be used for the rest of that turn. Even if you do not pay the cost, the ability cannot be used for the rest of the turn. Third skill, auto as a Vanguard. Choose one of your rear guards with the same card name as the unit on your Vanguard circle and retire it. When this unit attack hits, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the trigger lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck, we are playing 4. Grade 0, Dragon Dancer Tikla, critical trigger. 4. Grade 0, Dragon Dancer Paloma, critical trigger. 2. Grade 0, Gatling Claw Dragon, draw trigger. 2. Grade 0, Seal Dragon Art Peak, draw trigger. And 4. Grade 0, Dragon Dancer Tara, heal trigger. The Grade 0, Dragon Dancer Tikla, critical trigger. Skill, auto as a rear guard. Generation Break 1. When your Vanguard attacks, cost, put this unit into the soul. If the cost is paid, draw a card, and one of your Vanguards gets plus 10,000 power until end of battle. The Grade 0, Dragon Dancer Paloma, critical trigger. Skill, continuous from the hand. While paying for the cost of stride, this card may be discarded as a Grade 3. The Grade 0, Gatling Claw Dragon. Skill, action as a rear guard. Cost, counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul. If you have a Kagero Vanguard, choose up to one of your opponent's Grade 0 rear guards and retire it. The Grade 0, Seal Dragon Art Peak, draw trigger. Skill, action as a rear guard. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, choose one of your Kagero, and that unit gets plus 3,000 power until end of turn. The Grade 0, Dragon Dancer Tara, heal trigger. Skill, auto. When this card is discarded from hand for the cost of calling a G Guardian, cost, bind this card and bind another heal trigger from drop. If the cost is paid, countercharge 1 or soul charge 1. And at that, we covered the deck's trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck, we are playing 8 critical triggers, 4 draw triggers, and 4 heal triggers. And now for the G zone. For the cards in this G zone, we start with the G units. For the G units in this deck, we are playing 1 Grade 4 Harmonics Messiah, 1 Grade 4 Xerath Dragon of Inferno Drachma, 1 Grade 4 Progenitor Dragon of Lightning Flame Gilgal, 2 Grade 4 Divine Dragon Knight Barakat, 4 Grade 4 Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Blade Master Titan, 2 Grade 4 Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Overlord the Purge, and 1 Grade 4 Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Zanbus Dragon. The Grade 4 Harmonics Messiah. Skills. First skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Harmonics Messiah G unit in a deck. Second skill, Stride Step. Cost. Choose 1 or more cards from hand if the sum of their grades being 3 or greater and discard them. If the cost is paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard circle from face down. Third skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, choose any number of locked cards and unlock them. Choose the same number of cards from your hand as the number of cards unlocked by this effect and discard them. Fourth skill, Auto. As a Vanguard or from the G zone. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle or at the beginning of your turn, if this card is face up on the G zone, and if your damage zone has 2 or less cards, and no new card was put into your damage zone during your opponent's preceding turn, cost. Put the top card of your deck into the damage zone. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Fifth skill, Auto from the G zone. When your Grade 1 unit is placed by a riding from Grade 0, if you went second, cost, reveal this card. If the cost is paid, put a Guardian Shield ticket into your hand. The Grade 4 Xerath Dragon of Inferno Drachma. Skills. First skill, Ultimate Stride. Stride Step. Cost. Choose a card of the same card name as your Vanguard from your hand and discard it. If the cost is paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard circle from face down. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is placed in the Vanguard circle, cost Counterblast 2. If the cost is paid, retire all of your opponent's units, bind them face up. Your opponent chooses 3 cards from their hand, discard 2 cards from among them, and rides the selected card among them onto the Vanguard circle as stand. The Grade 4 Progenitor Dragon of Lightning Flame Gilgal. Skills. First skill, Stride Step. Cost. Discard a card of the same card name as your Vanguard. If the cost is paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard circle from face down. Second skill, Continuous from the G zone. This card cannot be turned face up by abilities. If this card is face up, you can stride it without paying the cost for the strike cost. Third skill, Action as a Vanguard, Counterblast 2 and Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid, until end of turn, this unit battles all of your opponent's units in 1 attack, and gets plus 10,000 power, and a skill, Auto as a Vanguard. When this unit attack hits, Countercharge 1. The Grade 4 Divine Dragon Knight Barakat. Skills. First skill, Stride Step. Cost. Choose 1 or more cards with the sum of their grades being 3 or greater from your hand, discard them. If the cost is paid, strike this card onto your Vanguard circle from face down. Second skill, Auto as a Vanguard. When this unit attacks, cost, turn a card from your G zone face up. If the cost is paid, and if your opponent has 3 or more open rear circles, this unit gets plus 10,000 power, plus 1 critical, plus 1 drive until end of battle. If your opponent has 5 or more open rear guard circles, all of your rear guards get plus 10,000 power until end of turn. The Grade 4 Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Blade Master Titan. Skills. First skill, Auto, Stride Step. Cost, choose 1 or more cards with the sum of their grades being 3 or greater from hand and discard them. If the cost is paid, strike this card into your Vanguard circle from face down. Second skill, Auto, as a Vanguard or Rear Guard, Blaze. At the beginning of each of your attacks, if you have more rear guards than your Vanguard becomes blazing until end of turn. Third skill, Action as a Vanguard, once per turn, Generation Break 2. Cost, Counterblast 1, and choose a face down card from your G zone and turn it face up. If the cost and pay, choose up to the same number of your opponent's rear guards as the number of face-up cards named Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Blade Master Titan in your G zone and retire them. Until end of turn, this unit gets a skill, Continuous, as a Vanguard. If this unit is blazing, this unit gets +1 critical. The Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Overlord the Purge. Skills, first skill, cost, stride step. Choose one or more of your cards with the sum of their grades being 3 or greater from hand, discard them. If the cost and paid, strike this card into your Vanguard circle from face down. Second skill, action as a Vanguard, once per turn. Choose a face down card from your G zone and turn it face up. Choose a card of Overlord and its card name from your hand and put it into the soul. If the cost and pay, if the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone is 4 or less, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards and deal 1 damage. During that damage check, all trigger effects are nullified. Third skill, Continuous as a Vanguard, Generation Break 3. This unit has the same number of drives as the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone. The Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Zanbus Dragon. Skills, first skill, stride step. Choose one or more cards to the sum of their grades being 3 or greater from hand, discard them. If the cost and paid, strike this card into your Vanguard circle from face down. Second skill, action as a Vanguard, once per turn. Cost, turn a card from your G zone face up. If the cost and paid, retire all of your opponent's rear guards, and all of your grade 3 or greater units gets +10,000 power until end of turn. And at that, we've covered the deck's G units. Next, let's get on to the G Guardians. And now for the G Guardians. For the G Guardians of this deck, we are playing 1. Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Defeat Flare Dragon. 2. Grade 4, Flamewing Steel Beast, Denial Griffin. And 1. Grade 4, Divine Dragon Knight, Absalam. The Grade 4, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Defeat Flare Dragon. Skills, first skill, G Guardian. Opponent's turn, guard step. Cost, choose a card with heal trigger from your hand and discard it. Call this card onto your Guardian Circle from face down. Second skill, auto. When placed on Guardian Circle, during the battle, your Vanguard with Overlord in its card name is attacked by your opponent's Vanguard. Cost, counterblast 1 and choose 2 grade 3 or greater Flame Dragons from your drop zone. Put them to the bottom of your deck in any order. If the cost and pay, retire all of your opponent's rear guards in the back row. The Grade 4, Flamewing Steel Beast Denial Griffin. Skills, first skill, G Guardian. Opponent's turn, guard step. Cost, choose a heal trigger from your hand and discard it. If the cost and paid, call this card to your Guardian Circle from face down. Second skill, auto as a Guardian. When placed, cost, counterblast 1. If the cost and paid, choose one of your opponent's attacking rear guards and retire it. The Grade 4, Divine Dragon Knight, Absalam. Skills, first skill, G Guardian. Usable when both fighters' Vanguards are grade 3 or greater, and the number of face-up G Guardians in your G zone is 3 or less. Opponent's turn, guard step. Cost, choose a heal trigger from your hand and discard it. If the cost and paid, call this card to the Guardian Circle with from face down. Second skill, auto. Cost, counterblast 1. If the cost and paid, when this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle during battle phase that your Vanguard was attacked by your opponent's Vanguard. If you do, this unit gets +10,000 shield until the end of battle for each of your opponent's open rear guard circles. And at that, we've covered the deck's G Guardian lineup. And that's all the time we have for today. First I want to say is thank you to the viewers watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. And I also hope you all show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say goodbye and